What is going on here? Some eminent northern leaders caution against allowing the United States and the French governments to relocate their military bases from the Sahel to Nigeria. Why? On top of waiting. I don't understand. Meaning what? Oh, recently some northern governors they went to the US for security summit for security advice. And this man, the former governor of one of the northern states, Sule Lamido, came out and said it's a disgrace that these northern governors went to the US to go and get what? The problems are local within us. We know the problems, but they don't want to go about it in that way. So why going to the US? And a lot of Nigerians didn't really put much interest in them, our attention. They didn't give them much attention because they know that they just went there to go and, all this money, extra code money, to go and enjoy themselves. It's as simple as that, not because they are looking for solutions, because solutions are just with us in Nigeria, but they have failed to do the right thing. Do you know how much they must have spent going on that journey alone? So I'm not even surprised, because as soon as I saw this, I just relate it with the journey or the movements that those guys made, those governors. I don't think they are even back. If they are back, maybe some few days ago, but I think they are still in the US. But as soon as Lamido said that, when he attacked them and called them out and dragged them, the Arewa group came out and said Lamido should keep quiet. That why is he talking like that? That if not, they are going to tell EFCC to reopen his file of allegation. Even Lamido, Sule Lamido, I don't think his name. I didn't see his name. I don't know. Among all the ex-governors who stole 2.2 trillion naira, 2 trillion naira, that EFCC just released the name. So I don't know whether it's there. So the Arewa group threatened Sule Lamido, he should keep quiet. If not, they are going to tell the EFCC to go after him. And I said, so people know that this man has a EFCC case, and how have they judged the matter? So the matter is still pending, just like the rest of them as well. So one day this man will come out to the same Arewa group will now be telling us that, oh, he's a right man, he's a good man. But for them to say, if he talks again or he accuses this northern governors who went to the US for security solution, that they will tell EFCC to open his file. I say, okay, that's a fine one. So when I saw this news, I could relate. So does it mean that, but because of the way the northern governors went to the US, so for economy or what do they call it, security summit, is that the reason why they want to bring the Sahel, to bring their military bases to from Sahel to Nigeria? The Tinubu asked them to do that, or Tinubu, because I can't remember Tinubu when they recently to beg for that he needs help in terms of security, because Ribado just told us that Tinubu has done tremendously well as far as security is concerned, that he has been able to deal with all these things, which of course we know that that is not true. So that is what I know, but I don't think Tinubu has gone to meet with them. Maybe because of the journey that these governors made to the US, that is why they have the mind to say they want to bring their military bases. As what? I don't understand. Meanwhile, in an open letter to President Tinubu and the leadership of the National Assembly, the leader said the federal government should not succumb to such pressure. Those who signed the letter include Professor Abubakar Siddiq Mohammed of the Center for Democratic Development Research and Training, Zaria, Professor Kabiru Sulaiman Chafi, a former Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, representing the Arewa Research and Development. All of them like that, all of them came together. There are so many. They came together to write Tinubu that Tinubu should not succumb to the pressure from these countries. According to the letter, the American and French governments have allegedly been aggressively lobbying along with other Gulf of Guinea countries to sign new defense pacts that would allow them to redeploy their troops expelled from Mali. Oh, they've expelled them from Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. Oh, they define where they want to go. Why you won't carry your military? I don't understand though. As what? As a headmaster or the leader of the world? Well, maybe there are a lot of things to this. Why they are taking their own military? I don't understand. The signatories expressed concern that Nigeria, being the most strategically located among the Gulf of Guinea countries, may succumb to this pressure, thereby jeopardizing its defense and internal security. The recent expulsion of French and American troops from Niger due to their perceived ineffective presence raises questions about the efficacy of hosting foreign military bases, the citizens said in the open letter. They also argued that the primary goal of these bases, ostensibly to combat terrorism in the Sahel, has not been achieved, as terrorism has only escalated since those camps were established. It is important to clearly state that there are only dangers and no gains from such military operations. The American operations in Niger Republic, for example, were ostensibly to preempt and uproot terrorists from the Sahel region. The result has so far been quite unimpressive, if not a complete failure. It is apparent that the presence of American troops and other intelligence personnel in Niger Republic is not even serving any useful purpose. This is for the simple reason that terrorism, far from abating, has risen dramatically since the US began its operations in the region, they said. They also cautioned against compromising Nigeria's sovereignty and independence for short-term strategic alliances that may have their long-term consequences. They added that hosting foreign troops often leads to increased prices and living costs in local areas, disproportionately affecting the lower income population. Environmentally, the construction and operation of military bases can lead to significant degradation of the local environment. This includes deforestation, soil erosion, water contamination, and loss of biodiversity, which are detrimental to agricultural communities and indigenous populations. The long-term environmental damage could further hinder economic opportunities and sustainable development, they said. The presidency and the National Assembly have yet to make any public comments on the open letter. Well, these people might be right, because I can see that they passionately, outline the disadvantages of these people bringing their military bases to Nigeria. The question is that all the things that they are even talking that will lead to economic and whatever, we are already having them in full dose here. So if that is going to hard to eat, because some people now tell you that oh, they don't believe in that, because even if they are not here in the first place, all the disadvantages of them bringing their military bases to this place, we're already experiencing all of those things. So what is the need? So I hope this is not what they are going to use to distract us, because Tinubu's government will not see this one as an opportunity, because now Nigerians are hungry. You now say that Nigeria will just leave the issue of hunger and begin to talk about, hey, this and that, they should not bring this, everybody will forget. And of course, the government will not even escape it, because Nigeria will still come back. I remember when they were playing football, then everybody was talking about football. But as soon as that ended, everybody came back to the reality. And the issue of a Niger Republic, when the military junta took place, everybody was talking about it, but that one did not last. People will still come back to the reality. But I just believe that it is part of a way of distracting us. That's it. And these so-called eminent northern leaders supported the recent trips almost all the northern governors took to Washington in order to discuss insecurity in the north. Why are they sounding confused? Atayao. My concern is that whatever they are, they defend the ruling government to the detriment of the citizens. By the way, Sambisa Forest is underutilized. Why can't they locate there or locate there? Move a little bit of a Zamfara, come down to Igboho, and finally get apartments in the enclaves of IPOB. Okay, well, I join you people to oppose any intent to relocate or cite any form of military presence of the African and French group in Nigeria. Why is it signed by only northerners? Yeah, they should come to south and southeast. We will host them. If it is too cost, we will give them one oil block each. UK, US, France. No price is too much for security of people and region. Northerners can host their bandits, Boko Haram and Fulani militia. Okay, many Nigerians are still backward. That is why first world countries are more powerful than us. They know things that we don't know, and they are using it to their advantage. That is why they are more powerful than Nigeria and other African countries. Everyone, Google Laseta files Google Docs and read to know more secret information that they know. Trying to hide their nukes in Nigeria. We don't want war. He can reject France and USA but renew IOC membership. Can you imagine? So guys, let's hear your opinion. Now your take on this. Thank you.